Hi everyone, welcome to my video. I've got a couple of cool historic dolls to show you today in my celebrity doll video. These are the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur Wright. These were made in 2003, Legacy of Valor, Blue Corner. I guess these were made for a 100 years of aviation celebration. That's what it says down here at the bottom. And tribute to valor, pioneers of innovation. The photos or graphics down here of actual photographs of Orville and Wilbur Wright are really iconic. And the dolls look a lot like them, I think. I love their faces. They're very turn of the century, from the early 1900s when Flight was born. They both have their little cabbie hats in the background tagged up on the back wall. I think the background of the scene here is from the prairie where they first flew. Their suits are amazing. They're very, very high quality. The shirts are cotton, long sleeved, made really well. I guess this is Orville. He's got a bow tie on, and then Wilbur has a regular tie on. They both have vests with mini pockets. The fashions closures have metallic snaps. The buttons are plastic sewn on. And I like here how Wilbur has the design of the first airplane that actually flew under his arm. That's a really cool feature of these dolls. I like how they tried to make them realistic looking. Their nice tweed pants. Look at their grip fingers. Don't think there was anything in here for them to hold, but I like how that looks realistic in their hands. Orville has a mustache. Wilbur does not. Wilbur's a bit more bald than his brother. These are really cool dolls. Take a look at the side here. It says, flight was generally looked upon as an impossibility, and scarcely anyone believed in it until he had seen it with his own eyes. That was a quote from Orville Wright. There's more information on here about their attempts to fly all the way back to the 16th century. There's a graphic down here at the bottom of, I guess, their cycle shop. They also made bicycles. And then here on the back is a lot more information. These are some of the coolest dolls I have. They're very heavy. Oh, here's a timeline of flight. That's pretty cool. Back in 1500, when Leonardo da Vinci sketches the first flying machines, that's when the timeline began. And then all the way it shows down to 1997, where the spacecraft Cassini is launched by the United States. Its goal is to reach Saturn in 2004. So there's a lot of information here about the timeline of flight. And two cool dolls that are historic and modeled after two historic figures. I hope you like my Orville and Wilbur Wright dolls. If you do, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And I'll see you next time with more cool stuff. Thanks for watching.